I'm Deborah Kahn, bringing you Digits from Asia, a show on the latest global consumer technology trends. This week in the headlines, it's confirmed Microsoft Windows is going blue later this year. That's the code name for an update to Windows 8, which will let the operating system run on more devices, including tablets. Are you willing to pay to press play on YouTube? The popular video site may launch a subscription model for some channels as early as the end of this month. Fees will start from $1.99 per channel, with up to 50 channels to choose from. And Amazon, the global e-commerce site, has launched its app store for smartphones in China. The platform features both paid and free apps. That makes Amazon the first major U.S. company in China to have a for-profit app store for Android phones. First up, China has over 550 million online users and growing. Last year alone, 51 million new users hopped on the web. Earlier, I spoke to Gary Wang, the founder of Tudou, the company that later merged with Youku to become one of China's largest online video sites. Wang told me what many of us should know about China's online users.
Hello everyone and welcome to 真伪色土豆最音乐.
What type of content in China does better? Is there a trend of certain types doing better than others?
Chinese original drama series, entertainment shows, etc. How these Chinese contents are becoming the dominant form of entertainment the audience are seeking. It's musical shows, right? It's, American Idol kind of shows are very popular.
So the talent shows.
Talent shows, yeah. Korean drama, for example, were very, very popular, but they kind of went away. And then the Japanese animations were not really there anymore. The Western contents, American shows, are still speaking to a very small but very loyal group of audience. But by and large, it's Chinese content.
Well, then can't you do that yourself?
Vapor rub makes my hands smell funny.
Is the equation changing for making money online in China? What is the right model today?
Well, I think there are a lot more ways of making money online in China now. E-commerce is becoming such a huge force in China. I think a year ago, Youku, Tudou video sites. So the recent announcement that now 30% of all the video views are on mobile device.
With so much growth, what do you see as the biggest challenges today?
So the biggest challenge for everyone, not just online video, is mobile. But luckily for mobile video, we don't need to change our business model at all. And then we can advertise exactly the same way as we do on the computer screen. But the big question is how do we make sure that our brand name, our product, our contents are properly displayed on mobile screen and the users will be able to access it.
Thanks very much, Gary Wang, joining me here in Singapore. Imagine being able to check your email without typing a single key. Well, it may seem far into the future, but Google's just launched a limited amount of their latest product, Google Glass, to app developers. The Wall Street Journal's Michael Kosky went out to find out more about Google's internet-connected eyewear that's generating a lot of buzz.
Okay, Glass, record a video.
This is it. We're on in 2 minutes.
This is Google's vision of the future. A pair of glasses that helps you take pictures, send emails, and navigate the world. Instead of that old smartphone. You can't buy them yet, but a few lucky people are using them today.
Okay, Glass, record the video. Okay, I'm recording right now.
Okay, Glass. Google nearby parks.
Dan McLaughlin and Monica Wilkinson are two technology industry workers in the San Francisco Bay Area. A few of just 8,000 developers, Google chose to test and develop new apps for Glass. What do they like most so far?
When you get a notification for an email, you get a little sound. So I brought up the mail program, and I saw that there was a mail. I was able to get the first line. I could see who it was from. And then I used the voice recognition to reply back to it as a mail from my brother. I replied back to him, and the whole thing was completed in about 10 seconds. The way it feels doing it is that it's done before you're even thinking about it.
So you said on my way to work, we usually walk, and it's like a 20-minute walk. So I check some emails on my walk, and you know, sometimes I make calls, not always. Sometimes I just we have a really great view in Patrol Hill of the entire city, so I've been taking some pictures.
But while glass has its pros, its tiny screen brings some cons.
I wouldn't write lengthy emails with glass.
When you make the phone calls, you know, the audio isn't great. Basically for me, it feels like the voice is a little too far back. The battery life is not excellent. I would say that's one of their weaker points.
Also, glass doesn't have the libraries of apps available for most smartphones. But developers like Mr. McLaughlin and Miss Wilkinson are working on that. Another consumer concern? Radiation from glass's Wi-Fi connection. While the links between radio waves and cancer aren't definitive, a 2011 World Health Organization report did label radio frequency electromagnetic fields as possibly carcinogenic to humans. But users like Mr. McLaughlin are convinced that Google Glass will one day become mainstream.
Yeah, I think glass will take over. The simplicity of it, the usability of it, the friendly nature of it, I think is far better than what you can get with a phone.
McLaughlin and the other 8,000 Glass Explorers had to dole out $1,500 for their devices. But Google hasn't yet set a release date or price for you, the masses who may want these glasses.
Okay, glass.
In San Francisco, California, this is Michael Kofsky.
Forget your console, more and more video games are coming out for your smartphone or tablet. But don't you wish you could play those games using a controller? Well, a Hong Kong startup may have the solution for you. The Wall Street Journal's Adam Nosberg reviews PhoneJoy Play.
Now what I find really interesting is as these devices get more powerful, bigger screens, faster processors, what you're essentially holding in your hand is a little gaming console. But as these games are getting more sophisticated, because the devices are getting more sophisticated, what you really need is a controller. I need that tactile sensation. So we met up with the founders of PhoneJoy, this startup company that's operating out of a space here in Hong Kong. They're getting ready to produce this device after raising a significant amount of money by a Kickstarter. Martin Kessler, so tell me about the idea behind this device, and what is it called, by the way?
It's the PhoneJoy Play. Basically, it's a wireless gaming controller that connects wirelessly to your phone, but also tablet. It's not just a game controller. What we are selling is more a platform, because our game controller also comes with an app for iOS and for Android. The user basically can just open our app and find the games he likes. So you can use up to 4 of these controllers to basically play, for instance, a game that you have on your phone, but your phone is connected wirelessly to your TV. Kind of have like a console experience at home and also on the go. That's the great thing about it.
I'm not really sure exactly what it's going to look like. The color doesn't matter to me so much. It just has to be sturdy, has to work effectively, and it has to work with a lot more than 250 games, which is what they're saying. But what's really attractive to me about this is that it's working for both the Android and the iPhone. I'll have to reserve judgment until I see the PhoneJoy in mass production, but at first glance, I'm pretty impressed with this device. I have a lot of high hopes for this. So in the meantime, while I wait for the PhoneJoy to roll off the assembly lines and into stores where I can buy them for myself and my kids, I'm Adam Nosberg.
We leave you today with a quote from Google's executive chairman, Eric Schmidt, who says, "The lack of a delete button on the internet is a significant issue. There's a time when erasure is a right thing." For Digits from Asia, I'm Deborah Kahn. Thanks for watching.